Howdy guys, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Today, what I'm going to show you is how we plug up these holes here. You might look at that and say, man, somebody did a nice job with the caulking in those plugs. Yeah, we did that. Anyway, what I'm doing here, you see me mixing up what looks to be a slurry. What this is Portland cement right here. That's just plain old Portland cement. Can it be common, plastic, or the both mixed premium? Absolutely. What's this brown stuff here? This is luminite, spelled with an M or an L, L-U-M, N-I-T-E. And what I'm doing is I'm mixing luminite with my Portland cement. Okay, this blue stuff is a bonding agent. Do I need a bonding agent? Yeah, because I might texture over this. Okay, do you have to use Weldcrete? Can you use some of the products from Home Depot and Lowe's? Absolutely. They got Quickcrete bonding agents or any of the others. Okay guys, I'm going to use a swimming pool trowel. It's not really a swimming pool because it's not completely round. It's got a quarter. But if you're going to do this, I advise a square trowel because the idea is you're going to fill each hole, and if you have a square one, it'll go in better. See, I'm taking it right at an angle, putting it on there, taking this, filling this guy up. Then what I do is I take my trowel at an angle here and cut it. Why? Because I'll show you that in a little bit. But first, let me show you what I'll generally do is I'll hit this whole side right here just to prove a point. Okay, like, get it, cut it, get it, cut it, trowel it down. Now if I try to texture this right now, I already know from thousands and thousands of holes that my texture won't match as well as it would as if I float it first and then texture. Okay, I'm going to take this little bit of mud here. It's already starting to get hard. That's because I put luminite in here. I could make it to where this stucco sets in 5 minutes, or I could make it to where it sets in, say, half hour. I only want 10 minutes, guys. So notice I'm keeping my hawk underneath the patchwork. The deck, I have water on it, and if I get a little bit of this stucco on it, it's really not going to hurt it. I got a water hose right next to me in order to clean up the mess. If I was doing a color coat or something a lot bigger, I'd just cover that. Anyhow, what happens is, okay, now just to prove a point here, again, I'm just plugging these holes and I'm taking my trowel sideways. Now, what I'll do is I'll hit this last one here. Tight area right next to a pipe, but nothing we can't handle. Then I'll take my float, get some of that water out of it, because if I use too much water, the bucket has water in it, and I just pulled this float out of it. So I'm hitting the wall here to get the water out. If there's too much water, to just drip, and I don't want that. What I want is to just plug these up like say they're not getting a texture. Pretend like I'm trying to get a smooth finish here. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing it in all the directions so that the mud stays in the hole. And the idea is get it clean, get it to the surface, get it true and plumb, and then come back with a texture. And if I put my texture on too soon, what will happen is it won't blend in as well as it could as if I wait 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait 10 minutes, then I'm going to come back with the same mud. It's just Portland cement, guys, and I put luminite in it. I'm going to come back with this same mud and just put a little skip on it to match this heavy finish. Can I use an acrylic product? Yes. Can I use caulking? I can, but I've got a lot of experience with this and I could match this finish. But because I already have a cementitious product fill in the holes, I can come back with the cementitious product and match this finish here because it's a heavy finish. Okay guys, 15 minutes later, by the way. If I hit up there, the lights will get in the way. Anyway, I'll show you what I'm now, and this is just plain old Portland cement. You buy it in bags and mix it just with water. The lime's already in here, guys. Okay, you look at the texture, what they have here. This is a very heavy texture, so we can get away with just texture in these little spots. That's why I put a lot of glue around each one in case I texture over it, but I want to keep it within that little hole. So what I'll do is I'll look at it, okay, and I see the way this guy did it. And the idea is to give it some texture. Don't give it a blob. Don't give it a pancake. You might say, hey Kirk, out of the thousands of holes you've done in 30, 40, 50 houses, have you ever done it where you've made mistakes? Absolutely, guys. That's how I know what I'm doing today, because I've had it done, and I've tried to do what I explained to you guys a minute ago. Don't try to do it all at once. It won't work. When it's painted, it'll be somewhat of a giveaway. So now that this is on, and again, I didn't leave a pancake here. I left a texture. There's a difference. So then we come and we just tap it down. That way it's textured and not a pancake. You might say, what's a pancake? Is if you do this. If you put on something that's a pancake. A texture is where you can see the different texture. I'll show it to you one more time, guys. Right here. The texture is where you skip it. They've got a skip trowel finish, so I'm skipping mine. And you say, gee, how do you do that? It takes practice. Anyhow, guys, that is how you do a heavy steel trowel finish. This is called skip trowel or steel trowel heavy finish. A lot of different names for it. Heavy lace finish, but it's a heavy finish. Anyhow, guys, my name is Kirk. I'm with Kirk Giordano Plastering. We thank you for watching, and as usual, we'll see you on the next one. One last tip, guys, if you have houses like I've seen where they've showed me somebody else's work, I'll tell the folks, gee, you know, if you got 200 or 300 holes and you could see every one, somebody else already did it, not us. We can color coat the entire house. We put a bonding agent, and then we just skim coat it with another maintenance-free finish. That's another way to cover excess holes if somebody else did them improperly. Anyhow, guys, again, as I just said, my name is Kirk, Jason on the camera, and we'll see you on the next one.